Hey, how's it going? Okay, decided to stay home and eat a little healthier and a little more economically. Got an onion right here, green onion. We got the bean threads right here. These was kind of a dried noodle. This brand comes in a pink package. So basically just by boiling it, you'll be able to reconstitute the bean thread. I think it's made from like green bean. Yeah, okay, it's made of green beans and water, so it's like a mung bean or something like that, I believe. So this is the other thing I'm ingredient is gonna be it's like a baby bok choy. I'm probably gonna also include the pickled mustard strips, mustard green, kind of pickled mustard green. So those are gonna be the primary. I was thinking about it, but not too sure about putting in the tofu. So that's probably gonna go back in the fridge. I may also put in some bean sprouts. Okay. Those are all options. I'm also thinking about, I have some pork chops from before, fried pork chops from before, so that might also go in there too. In the future, I discovered I still have some Costco spaghetti, so that'll probably be in a future one. I also discovered it's summer coming up, and I discovered also that I still have some soba, buckwheat noodles, so that'll be again another future one. Okay. Okay, but today we're going to be doing this, so I'm not going to eat the whole thing, of course, of this one. So I'm going to take some out. So, and I'm also not going to take the whole, maybe about two of these will be my meal today. This one is, yeah, it's pickled, but kind of salty, kind of thing like that. So it's interesting. It adds a little flavor, and I've had this, since I was little. So, okay, first things first. Okay, let's wash the hands. You are listening to Spotify free, royalty-free tracks. So there will be some commercials. Let's get going. Okay. All right. Okay, I want to wash the onion. Yeah, you know that in the California history, that actually they found gold the first time in 1849. Hey George, how you doing? Hold the onions, yeah, right, George. The first time, if you know California history, that California citizens are basically to have, if you know anything about the 49ers, 1849 over at Sutter's Fort. Hey Matthew, how's it going? Garlic. Don't be afraid to little. That'll be next time for the gailan. Okay, today it's gonna be the bok choy. I think next time, maybe tonight, I do have the. I have the gailan, okay, and that'll go. The oyster sauce will go nicely with this, but I'm saving that for tonight. Okay.
want to miss our upcoming slate of shows like Conspiracy Theories Music Edition, Today in Music History, or Murder Ballads.
In these new shows, music themes set the scene as we take you deeper into the stories and myths.
So there's the green onions. I know it's scallions. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm okay with it. Also, if I had parsley, I would put parsley in too. I mean, and some people like that, some people don't. I mean, some people absolutely hate it, actually. I found out recently. Okay, okay, rinse this off a sec. We have the baby bok choy. Cut it open. I'm not going to have the whole thing. It's a lot for one meal. Okay, what we're going to do. Okay. I think one is good enough. Yeah, one is good enough. For one bowl of noodles, one is plenty. Okay. Pop this back in the fridge. I have so many vegetables that I might decide to make like a chop suey or something like that, and then cutting up all that way. So what I'm gonna do is just peel it out from the outside. Just follow along. It's nature, so it follows along a specific growing pattern. What the heck is that? No, I don't like that. Don't like that one. Toss that one up. Okay. Let's put some more water in here. More water. Okay, try to look here. Make sure that you rub out that. A lot of green leafy stuff for Scottish cooking. Yeah, green leafy is very good. I think it's for what, vitamin B. It's pretty good. I'm gonna rinse it out at least one time, or a couple of times actually. So I have another pot I'm putting it in after. So I want to make sure no sand or foreign stuff. I'm gonna empty this dirty water and refill it again. Clean water, let's try it again. Look at that baby. Oh, something got in there, so I'm gonna cut that off. Give the old one too, don't damage it too much. Use the old thumb, just get in there, make sure loosen any dirt that might be on there. Try not to damage those green leaves. There you go. Relatively clean the second time, relatively. Okay. Let's start to cut this up a little bit. We don't need to cut it that much, actually. Relatively small. Okay, let me gonna cut off the bottom part, the edge. That's about it. This one, not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Let's see. Bad. Yeah, the restaurants are not cutting them up as much as before. Used to before, but there'd be dice or stuff like that put in your soup. But nowadays, they're generally, it's pretty much the full stock, especially for the small ones. Okay, I chopped off that little piece that looked like had been a insect invasion, so pop that baby off. I think it's not really that bad. It's just, you know, looks bad. So, okay, cutting off those edges. So this is more than plenty for one bowl, actually. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So got these veggies ready. Okay. So all the veggies are ready to a certain degree. I got the green onions. Next thing we want is our little pickled vegetable. What I'm gonna do, since it's really gonna be really sour, so, you know, you can either like it, but usually, like, I've been trying to decrease the salt. So what I'm gonna do is we have this right here. Okay, the pickled green strips. I like them, but sometimes it can be a little bit too much on the preserve, probably salted a little bit for the sodium. So what I might do to reduce that is to probably just soak it a little bit, to rinse it out a little bit to get the brine. You know, the brine that might be in there that it's preserving it is the brine. So I'll use a scissor to cut it. Okay, pop it out. It's in its brine right here. This is a really, you know, this is, you know, very mustard green is they have it a lot in Chinese cooking. They usually have pork. They make it with pork. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce some water. Just soak it a little bit. I'm gonna rinse it out a couple of times. We'll set aside our vegetables right now. Okay, making the soup base, you know, you don't have to, like, I remember I did the soup base from scratch. You don't need to nowadays. I mean, there are so many different options. You have okay, I rinsed it out a couple of times. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit, so, you know, a little while, and that'll be to the side. And I'll rinse it out again, but because it still has a lot of flavor itself without the brine. So I'll set this aside for right now. Okay, a couple of things that I'm gonna do right now. The next two things that are really important are going to be the noodles themselves as well as the soup base. So what I'll do is I'll make the soup base. Let's see. Okay. I'll use this to make the soup base. Let's okay. Okay, for a soup base, you can do a lot of different things. Like I said, you get like the artificial soup bases, actually, or reconstituted soup bases that they make. Today, I'm going to use this one. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one. I don't know if you've heard of Knorr. It's a older company. You also have other different companies. Like this is a Japanese company, and this one uses the fish. Oh, you can't see that one. Sorry. Okay, so this is Knorr. This is a pollo. It's basically chicken flavored bouillon. Right here, this is another one. This is an older. This is Japanese cooking. This is your fish soup base. Okay, it's like a fish-based soup base. So these are all granules. Okay, so those are all options. Okay, you also have, I have Knorr, also with the beef, like a beef bouillon. I also have cubes. Where'd the cubes go? Okay, I also have the cubes. Right here is also another beef bouillon. It's also Knorr. You know, these are all, I mean, when I was a little kid, my dad used to make me a beef onion soup when I got sick, and that was using the beef bouillon. Yeah, I remember that when I was a little kid. You know, and he put like different things, like, you know, to make me, you know, give me, I guess, energy and stuff like that. So those are some of the options. Also, for in instant noodles. Instant noodles come with the little packets. If you have like the instant noodles, let's see. If you have instant noodles, they come with packets. If you have instant noodles, they all come with packets of soup base in them.
Discussing hip hop's most beloved, most everlasting, most enduring
Let's go this way.
things that make you want to listen to them from cover to cover.
New episodes of No Escapes with
Okay, so yeah, so those are all different types of options besides making your soup from scratch. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna use one of the Knorr kinds of. So the thing we're gonna do first is add the water. Let's get the water in here. Just gonna boil some water. Okay, put it on high heat. Oh yeah, miso is good too. Now that you mention it, I do have that also. I actually do have that also. I have the sweet miso. 50% less sodium. So you can try to get a low sodium version. Okay, see, 50% less sodium. I could do that, but not today. I was gonna probably use some beef bouillon. Oh, we'll use some chicken. I guess we'll use some chicken. What a family usually does is like it's usually comes in granular form, so you have to open it. So you see, we put like a plastic spoon in there that make sure it's a clean plastic spoon. You leave it in there, so whenever you get it, you just open it and pop out the. Make sure you gotta make sure your hands are dry. You don't want to damage the whole everything wet inside. That's that'll be a big mess. Okay, turn the heat on. Let's turn the fan on. Okay, we'll put all the other soup bases back. Spaghetti back. Yes, we are watching water boil. Add a little onion. A little virgin olive oil. These are some long chopsticks I got from Daiso, the 100 yen. Well, now it's 125 or 150 yen store now. Well, I mean, $1.50, $1.25 now. Okay, make sure my hands are dry. Let's get our pop in some bouillon. That should be enough. Lower the heat a little bit. We have some instant chicken soup now. The only thing we have to do is make sure the granulars are all reconstituted into the water, into the soup, to make the soup. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I thought about it, is like I need a bigger volume to make everything, so I'm going to add this soup to pot right here. There you go. We'll keep that to the side. Gonna heat some more water. And now make the noodles. Again, boil some water. Make the noodles. You're gonna open the package of noodles. These are, again, are the bean thread. The bean thread noodles. I'll take 2 of them out. So yeah, the pink mesh is like a famous brand. So just pull it, I guess. Just pull the tab, and the rubber band comes off. There you go. You're left with package. Let's turn up the fan a little bit more. Okay, so just open it up. Play. Okay, so just get 2 of these out of here. For me, 2 of them are good. Come on, 2, not 3. Okay, 2. So I got two of them. So what you do is you put it, you put it back in. You close this up. You flip it over. So you know it's dry, so you don't want it to get wet. I mean, in LA, it's not that bad of a problem. You probably need a Ziploc if you're like in Asia with all the humidity. So I just put it like this. Okay, and then we. Just tie it back up. Or you can just try to tie it back up. Okay, and then back in the cupboard for you. For the next time. Yeah, these mustard green, I just rinsed it out a little bit more. These impart a pretty sour taste. So it adds a little more complexity to the dish. It's up to you. You like it more sour, you would probably keep it with the brine. Okay, so these will take maybe about 2 minutes to cook. Again, we're waiting for our water to boil. Yeah, the one good thing about the bean bread, it cooks very fast. Within about a minute or two, when they turn translucent, that's when you know they're ready. And you can't do it too much because they'll dissolve. They'll dissolve. And there won't be, there'll be no evidence of it being a noodle. So that's one important thing you gotta keep your eye on for this.
Why does it need to be about a log?
In that case, let me do this instead. Let me cook the bok choy first. Just noting that because the noodles, that'll be the quickest. So this.
One brew, one love.
Cane's is now open in Alhambra on Valley and New.
Cook that. Let's cook these first. just like at a ramen restaurant, there are so many options you can put on top of the noodles, like bamboo shoots, etc. So bean sprouts. Oh yeah, let me get that bean sprouts ready to watch bean sprouts. I'm putting. I got some leftover fried pork chops the other day, so I'm gonna pop those in. That's gonna be my protein. Good idea, Matthew. Reduce it a little bit. Wait for it to get a little translucent. Yeah, the thing about not cutting up the vegetables, they'll take a little bit longer to cook. If I diced them up or cooked them up smaller body, it would have taken a little bit less time for each, all the pieces. But you'd have to make sure that you cut everything uniformly. The body or the stock would have to be, a thinner. The leafy would cook first. So. still want some crunch too, though. Simmer that soup. Keep that soup going. Looks good now. Not bad. More. We got this boiling water here. Let's do some bean sprouts. I've already washed these bean sprouts. They don't need to be cooked that long. It can be hard to fish these out, so what I'm doing is I'm going to use a little strainer. It's not dirty water, so I'm just reusing it so that I can just cook them. So keeping an eye on the soup to make sure that goes. Keep going. Bean sprouts don't need a long time to cook, just very, very slightly, just to heat them up a little bit. So I'm going to do pop those babies. Another bowl. That's it. That's it. Okay. Alright, so got those babies ready. Okay, now what I'm going to do is now we're going to cook the bean bread now. I'm going to just reuse this water since, you know, it's going to be this, it's going in the same thing. Okay, so once this is, so this is going to be about 2 minutes, or even less than 2 minutes. Let's get the bowl ready. I have a little bowl here ready. So, you know, this is, you know, reconstituting like dry noodles. The bean bread is the shortest time. Okay, just like after you just boil it, that'll be it. So let's keep an eye on the soup. So this is really fast. So not like the other kinds of noodles. This is really, really fast because you can't leave it in here for so long. Okay, that's it. Okay, what I'm going to do, alright. So it's translucent. If you can see, it's translucent now. It's pretty much translucent, so it's ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, dang, that's pretty hot. I'm going to use one of the covers and drain it off, the water. Okay, check this out. Pretty funny. The green hue of the chlorophyll from the vegetables. I don't know if you can see it. It colored the bean thread a little bit green. So now that's pretty cool. Interesting, huh? So okay, we're gonna pop this into the. Pop this into the. Oops. Okay, gonna pop this into the bowl. Okay. What people usually do is they'll put they'll put a little oil, the noodles, and they'll put a little like soy sauce, stuff like that for the noodles, a little soy. And what they do, let's see. Sorry. That'll be the sesame oil. The sesame oil. So you pop a little sesame oil with a little soy. A little like it's like some kind of soy. Just a couple drops. Oops. You just rub that through. That's okay. Rub that through. Pop your soup in. Give that a couple of goes. See, they basically try to roll it that way. Okay, now you put your veggies in. In my case, I got a lot of veggies. Put some onions, the chopped onions from before. If you like onions, or cilantro, stuff like that. I put the bean sprouts in. I also put in the pickled mustard green. Okay. I also have some leftover fried pork chop, so I'll add that, the chicken steak. I'll add a slice right there. So, I could heat it up, let's see. No, let me heat it up real quick. Let me heat it up in the microwave real quick. Yeah, that is the toasted sesame oil. That is the toasted sesame oil. Yeah, you are correct, Matthew. Okay, that's good. Okay, out of the microwave, you got this the fried, I guess it's a chicken steak, so I'll pop that baby on top. So that is that's my lunch for today. Late lunch. Got it pretty late today. It's Sunday. So, okay, so. I hope you enjoyed this little excursion. So thank you, Matthew. George, are you still there or what? Is George still there? Let's see who else. So thanks Matthew, thanks George for coming. This is the bean thread. Okay, so let me show you real quick. Yeah, I gotta eat it quick, otherwise this bean thread will dissolve. Okay, so right there you go. There's the bean thread right there. Thanks for coming today. I'll have to prepare my lunch. Okay, guys. So thank you very much. I should take a picture, right? No, I'm not gonna. You always forget to take a picture. Okay, I took the picture. All right, guys. Thanks, Matthew. Thanks, George. I'll see you guys later. Have a good Sunday. I'll probably try to, maybe I'll cook something tonight. We'll see what happens tonight. All right, I'll see you guys later. All right, and bye-bye.